I worked for a large pharmaceutical company here in Indianapolis. Was with that company for 10 years. All of those years were involved with different training functions within the company. At the beginning of the year, I was working in a group that created training for all the people around the globe that were conducting the clinical trials. It was a lot of regulated training and compliance-based training so that these people were appropriately trained for each country that they were in for the type of work that they were doing. I became aware that the company I was working with was going to have a downsizing exercise and that I would be included in that. I had spent a couple of months searching for jobs before I came to R.L. Stevens. And during that period of time, my frustration level was increasing. I was seeing no successes. I am not sure that I could have done this on my own. I really feel like I would have become very frustrated, which would have then played out in interviews and would have just been a negative self-fulfilling prophecy of going down the slope. Working with R.L. Stevens turned that around for me, gave me confidence, made me feel positive, made me very upbeat about the possibilities that were out there. So I don't think I could have done this on my own. Very early in my job hunt process, I got a referral from a fellow employee for R.L. Stevens. I checked out the company on the internet, looked like it would be something that would be helpful to me. And so I gave you a call and we came in. We talked a lot about what my past was, what I wanted to have happen. A lot of time was spent going over the procedures, the services that R.L. Stevens would be able to offer, and what I could expect the steps to be if I were to sign on. There was research done looking into what sort of opportunities were available in the marketplace for my skill set. I was then referred to a director of client services, and we began to meet. One of the first things that was done was my resume was reworked. I had thought that I had a good resume. When I saw what they prepared for me, I realized that I didn't have a good resume. The market in this area is very hard to find openings. So having R.L. Stevens backing to help find some of these unmarketed jobs was very valuable to me in locating the right places. One of the things that I feel was the best thing for me is I considered myself an intelligent person, able to take on different challenges and projects, and I looked at job hunting as a project, tried it on my own for a while, and was getting nowhere. When I joined with R.L. Stevens, it immediately felt like I had a team, I had a plan, I had a support network to help me move through the job hunting process, and it just felt like a load had been taken off my shoulders. The program offered me several very, very valuable assets. right up front, one of the first ones that Melanie worked with me on was how to use social networking as a business tool. Because of what I learned and what I was taught, when I did have interviews, I knew the backgrounds of the people that I was interviewing with, and felt very comfortable walking into the interviews with them, knowing their background and their experience in my part of the business. She also helped me learn how to research the companies better so that I understood the business of the company, where they'd been, where they were going, and let me walk into interviews feeling very prepared, very ready to answer the questions. She worked with me on the types of questions that I could expect to have in the interview. We talked about what kind of answers would be great answers, what kind of traps to avoid. As a result, all of the interview experiences were exceptionally positive. I enjoyed the interviews. I didn't feel nervous in the interviews. And I received a lot of compliments from the interviewers about the way that I was prepared and how I handled the situation. I had major interviews with 3 companies within my field, had a total of 5 interviews, received an offer in December, early December, from a Fortune 500 multi-billion-dollar company. I accepted the offer, started in January. I am an instructional designer for a door hardware manufacturing company, working specifically with their electronic door solutions. And I'm enjoying the job immensely. There are fees for the program, but without a doubt, I would say it's worth it. Knowing that I had a partner in this search, knowing that regardless of what type of situation or challenge I encountered in the job hunt process, that she would be there with new solutions and new tools that I could use to cope with these different challenges. I would definitely recommend R.L. Stevens to anyone that is looking for a job and meeting challenges in that job search. They were excellent at preparing me, at giving me tools, and it's a very flexible program that's customized to the individual. I did not feel like I was being shoehorned into a program and I had to change to fit the program. The program was definitely customized to meet my needs and my situation. So I have no problems in recommending the program.